Tonight, 9 on your side is tracking Florence. Governor Roy Cooper keeping an eye on the system. He's providing updates about the state's emergency plans and preparations. In a briefing today, the governor said Florence is a threat well beyond the coast, stressing the importance. He discussed the importance of preparation for inland counties as well. He also stressed that North Carolinians take the storm seriously. Cooper also says he has asked President Trump for a disaster declaration.
The best safety plan is preparation and common sense. And right now, we're getting the resources in place that we may need. Now, you, the people of North Carolina, need to get ready.
Governor Cooper also says power outages could be widespread, and he encouraged people to be proactive in preparing for stretches with no electricity. Here in Greenville, many are concerned about losing power during Florence. WNCT's Courtney Allen met with Greenville Utilities Commission today on how they're preparing for potential outages. Courtney.
Ken, Shayla, GUC says they've learned lessons from previous hurricanes such as Matthew to improve their response to natural disasters. They say they are better prepared to handle evacuations, and their system is much more reliable and robust. Preparations are underway at Greenville Utilities Commission as it braces for Florence.
We're making sure equipment's ready to go, generators are working, fuel is topped off. We're also pre-positioning some assets like transformers. Communications manager Steve Hawley says they are trimming tree branches near power lines and increasing manpower into the overnight hours. If we get the storm coming up nearby, dumping heavy rains on us, and then if that storm stalls, it saturates the ground, and if the winds are really heavy, then we have a lot of problems with trees blowing over on power lines. He says often they are small outages they can quickly restore, but at times it may take up to 2 or 3 days. When we restore power, we try to restore power to the most important places first, like the hospital, and after that we go right on through the system. People around town are bracing for the possibility of being without power for days at a time.
We have batteries, make sure we have extra water, make sure we have items that aren't easily disposable.
Lowe's on Thomas Langston Road says they've sold no less than 600 generators since Saturday.
Gives us some electricity, gives us the ability to keep our refrigerators running, the food froze, and just gets us through the whole time, and air conditioning.
Hawley encourages anyone using a generator to get it installed by a licensed electrician. He says if Florence is bad enough, they'll call in other public power agencies to volunteer in the area to restore power as quickly and safely as possible.
We're really hoping that the storm just stays away from the East Coast altogether, but we're prepared just in case it doesn't.
GUC says that if you're a customer and lose power, reach out to their emergency hotline. That number is listed on our website. We also have links to their emergency storm plan at WNCT.com. Courtney Allen, 9 on your side.
Courtney, thanks. As Florence approaches, Carteret County residents and businesses got to work today. They're making sure they're prepared for the worst that Hurricane Florence could bring. Our Bailey Martin is live at Atlantic Beach tonight. And Bailey, what can you tell us?
People I spoke to today here in Carteret County say they're taking this storm seriously and have been working since the weekend to prepare for it. Local stores are putting their merchandise onto higher shelves to protect from any potential flooding, while residents prepared by grocery shopping or getting on the road to evacuate. The Carteret County Chamber of Commerce President Thomas Keyes warned both businesses and residents not to take this lightly.
But I advise everybody to listen to your first responders, listen to your government officials, listen to the news reports, and take this storm very, very seriously. It's going to be a bad one.
Emergency officials in the county met today to discuss strategy. We'll bring you all the details from that meeting as they're released, so follow along at WNCT.com. Live in Atlantic Beach, Bailey Martin, 9 on your side.
Bailey, thank you. Parts of the east have already declared a state of emergency. Counties include Hyde, Carteret, Beaufort, and Craven. So far, no state of emergency has been issued for Onslow County. However, 2 towns in the county have taken that step. A state of emergency is issued for North Topsail Beach in Jacksonville. There is a mandatory visitor and resident evacuation for Ocracoke Island in Hyde County. Hatteras Island also issued a mandatory evacuation in Dare County. An evacuation order begins tomorrow for other parts of that county.
With Florence quickly approaching, the American Red Cross is encouraging everyone to prepare. This includes developing a disaster preparedness plan. Here's a few things they want you to include. You'll need 1 gallon of water per person per day. Non-perishable, easy to open food is a must. Make sure to have a first aid kit. That includes medication, flashlights, and batteries. Wear sturdy shoes, particularly in a storm's aftermath. And make sure you don't forget about your pets. Attach a photo with you of your pet in case they get lost. Be sure to keep copies of vaccination records handy as well. In case of an evacuation, be sure to gas up your car and become familiar with any evacuation routes. Meanwhile, the American Red Cross also preparing a large response effort and urges people in the path of the storm to get ready now. It has hundreds of disaster workers and more than 50 response vehicles ready to help in eastern North Carolina. It's also pre-positioning trailer loads of sheltering supplies, ready-to-eat meals, water and snacks, as well as cleanup kits and comfort kits containing personal hygiene items.
Some people are concerned about where to take their pets. Pitt County Animal Shelter says they will begin opening their shelter to pets if and when the human shelters open. They wanted to point out that it is not required by law for hotels to house animals, so make plans for your pets ahead of time. Veterinarian Dr. Linda Kuhn says not to tie your pets to trees and keep them inside if possible.
Dogs that are tied up, you need to make sure they're untied so they can swim away, because the water, when it comes up fast.
Today is the day to be ordering medication and food. Microchip your pet and make sure it has a collar. Wearing that collar, in fact. More information on what to do with your large animals like horses can be found on our website. The effect of Hurricane Florence, it's being felt along the coast. The National Weather Service in Morehead City says swells from the storm will lead to dangerous rip currents in certain coastal areas. Beachgoers are recommended to stay out of the water. The town of Nags Head has also posted no swimming flags on the beaches. You can track the path of Florence as it continues to move closer to the East Coast. Just download the First Alert Weather app. It's free and available for Apple and Android phones.